Flght Live. We thought we were live 2 minutes ago, but we weren't, and that was pretty good because I had to move the camera. Yeah, welcome. We're at Manchester Airport. The delayed Airbus A380 has waited for us, which is good. We're hoping for a cold hour, but it's quite cloudy, so we'll see how that goes. We have a new mic today, so we'll see how we go with that. It's a little bit of echo when I speak, but I'm going to turn my lapel mic on shortly. So yeah, welcome. Hello everybody. Say hi in the chat. And if you are new, subscribe button and follow along. And that's your routine as well.
So I think the A380 is just crossed 23 right now, just heading out to 23 left to depart. So a couple of hours late today. Hi to everybody in the chat.
It's me pulling the cable out. Let's go. Just giving us a
Giving us a toot.
toot and a boot. Well, this is going to be a good test of the new mic.
Yeah, see what this sounds like. Here we go, here's the base just lining up.
Plane is so big, like even zoomed out, still fills the frame. So that's goodbye to the A380.
Is that a pun?
Yeah. Prop plane.
A bee! There's a bee! Daddy! There's a bee!
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Around. You are live on YouTube, bro. Yeah, so Thierry's just tracking the A380 on a Sonex 1 Yankee departure from 23 left. So that is take off, pointing towards Knutsford, get to about 2,000 feet, and turn to the right. Head up the west side of Manchester, and then pretty much head for the city centre, over the Etihad Stadium, and then out over the east coast. Coming up here, we got a little Aer Lingus prop. Little ATR 72, just jumping across to Belfast. Fairly new one, 6 years old.
surprisingly windy.
Yeah, it is. I didn't expect it to be, even though I did wrap up, I am actually going to have to put gloves on in a minute because my hands are freezing. So this little Jet 2 737-800, JZBJ, 6-year-old, one of the ones that Jet 2 bought off Boeing directly, so they've always owned this aircraft, they've not bought it in. Heading off to Krakow. And behind that we've got GUZLB, 4-year-old A320neo of EasyJet heading over to the Isle of Man. I don't think we've been on JZBJ. No, we've not been on that plane.
I don't think so, anyway.
Been on a fair few Jet 2 planes, but not that one.
Got a list of them still.
I have. I've got my Flight Radar 24 flight log from over the years. Yeah, so this is the jet. Sorry, the EasyJet that's just jumping across to the Isle of Man. Love the sound of these Neo engines. Amazing the difference in the rate of climb compared to the A380. The A380 looks like it's just hanging in the air as it's going up. So coming up next, we've got this A320 Classic of EasyJet. Little 12-year-old plane. This EZUW heading out to Tenerife South. Yeah, the wind has definitely picked up. Let's see if I can see what the ATIS is saying for it. But I have actually put my gloves on now.
Good for you.
You can share them if you want, you can have them for a bit. Yeah, so the wind is 250 degrees at 15 knots now, so it's gone up a little bit from where it was earlier, about 5 knots faster. That's just under 20 miles per hour. So yeah, this plane heading off to Tenerife South. For those of you that are not familiar with Tenerife, it's got 2 airports, one to the north, one to the south. The one to the north, formerly known as Los Rodeos, the area that it's in the north part of Tenerife. Not really used for international flights anymore. It has a terrible reputation for really poor weather with like foggy conditions and terrible visibility for landing at Tenerife North. So all the international flights pretty much use Tenerife South now. And that was I think fairly hastily opened after the KLM and Pan Am crash during the 70s. That happened at Los Rodeos. Here we go. It should be a bit noisier. Older engines.
Was nice.
Yep.
A lot now.
Thanks everybody for joining that's watching. Great to have you here with us, doing a bit of spotting this afternoon, this Sunday afternoon at Manchester.
My mic is back on and I only tripped over a cable.
So I think we're going to have a few minutes where it's a little bit slack coming up, but on approach at the moment there's we've got a Ryanair coming in, pretty much over Stockport now.
Yeah, I'm going to mute the main mic while I put the windsock on.
Yeah, so on approach at the moment we've got Ryanair 2801 coming in from Billund, the 17-year-old 737-800. Just taxiing out now, just crossed runway 23 right. We've got Ryanair 1249, again another 737, but a Max 8 200, so one of Ryanair's 200-seat 737 Max 8s. Taxiing out to 23 left now. We're a little bit new to it, but we've been on there a couple of times now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. If it's us, yeah. If you wanna follow us, we've got a QR code you can scan there. It's just called flght, FLGHT. There you go. Yeah. So here we go. This one looks like it's going to be straight out, I think. There's another 200 people off to Tenerife. And this coming in from Billund, I'm going to assume they've all been to Legoland. I think that's the only reason why you go to Billund. Some of our friends went over to Billund to Legoland last week actually during Storm Kathleen. Came back on I think it was the Tuesday. It might have been the Wednesday. They had an awful landing at Birmingham. The wind was just in the wrong direction for Birmingham runway, right across. They had a go around. Yeah, when people describe it as terrifying. You know, it's not been a good landing. It's not been a nice flight. So just taxiing off the runway there. We've got that Ryanair. Behind that, coming over Stockport now, we've got GUZHA operating EasyJet 2030 from Lanzarote. That's a 6-year-old A320 Neo. That wind's getting up again. Yeah, so still 25015 knots, so yeah, about 20 mile per hour. That's pretty much straight down the runway though, so shouldn't pose any problems for any landings today, I don't think. What have we got coming up? On the way in at the moment, just leaving Dane at the moment is a EasyJet coming in from Geneva. An ATR 72 coming in from Dublin. Yes. go, just touching down. That's the EasyJet from Lanzarote. Did see this Egypt Air. I think that's a Neo. It looks like one. Lining up shortly. So A321 Neo of Egypt Air. Had it since September, so 7 months old or something. Plane. So Sundays at Manchester Airport's pretty much dual runway operation, especially when you get into the summer. We're in the summer season now. The Egypt Air going.
Probably hear that alarm in the background.
It was here when we did a test stream on Friday. That noise, it was awful. So just lining up here, EasyJet 2265 heading off to Marrakesh, A320 Classic. Pretty new, about 5 years old though. It's always hard to gauge how loud particularly like the Airbus aircraft are going to be. If any of you are fans of Microsoft Flight Simulator, if you've had a go at that, you've probably seen that do the takeoff quote unquote properly, then the plane pretty much manages the amount of thrust that it's set for takeoff. So it all depends on how heavy the aircraft is, how long the runway is, and what the weather conditions are like, or whether it uses full power or not. And that, even just reducing that by 5% or so, will extend the life of the engines quite considerably. So just passing over Stockport, we've got the EasyJet from Geneva. Behind that will be the Aer Lingus regional coming in from Dublin, ATR 72. Behind that we've got TAP Express coming in, a little Embraer 195, Embraer, sorry, 195, coming in from Lisbon. I think I saw a Jet 2 just starting to taxi out as well and heading over to Lanzarote.
Yeah, I'd like to go somewhere warmer.
Oh God, yeah.
So cold today.
It's absolutely freezing. when you're not moving round, it is.
How many hours have you done?
An hour?
How many hours have you done today?
Not that long yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
You a Mercedes F1 fan? McLaren.
Dedicated one as well.
I mean, I'll tolerate Mercedes. They give us their engines. It's better than Red Bull.
For those of you that don't know, Thierry is a massive F1 fan.
I'm not sure about Sunday. Is it same to Saturday? Say about
Sorry,
the sort of best activity on a Sunday.
Oh yeah. So, like really early morning. If you want to see like loads of stuff going, really early morning, like get here for 6, and you'll see the first wave of all the Jet 2s, Ryanair's, EasyJets heading out. Then they'll be back, within about 4 or 5 hours. So that'll be just coming up to noon. Yeah, coming back in from wherever they've been. So yeah, you'll see a bit of a peak then around sort of coming up to noon, and then this point it's actually a little bit of a slack period, and then obviously they go out again, and then you get another wave coming back in. So it will start to pick up in the next hour or so, but it'll be yeah because it's exactly because it's just a binary thing with airlines. There's a winter season and a summer season. There's not. They might, start flights at certain points of the year and only run them to a certain point. But once that flight starts, it runs to schedule, whether it's full or not. Yeah, so,
Earlier the better,
right? No, I mean any day of the week, to be honest. Those early morning departures are, it's really busy. Well, you do, because there's only there's not many. There's no American actual airlines flying in here at the moment. None of them have come back since the pandemic. So all of the flights over to the States are operated either by Aer Lingus' UK subsidiary that they've set up. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they didn't BA, because it's all part of the same group of airlines now. It seems a bit strange. I'm waffling. They're all Aer Lingus UK or Virgin flights. Yeah, that's it. No, because Delta. I think Delta. I can't remember how much they own. I think they own about 25% of Virgin Atlantic, so they pretty much operate. Yeah, on their behalf, pretty much. Yeah. So Virgin across to JFK and Atlanta. Yeah, I think they're daily. Yeah, I think so. None at all. None have come back yet, because it's just a consequence of everything that happened at the pandemic. Then we had, when they did come back, the majority of traffic out of Manchester for America is not inbound traffic. It's people going over there. So it's like British people going to the States, not Americans here. Whereas Edinburgh's got loads now, because that's like Edinburgh, Dublin, obviously London. London's an outlier anyway, but Edinburgh and Dublin, there's loads of people from the States that want to go to Scotland, want to go to Dublin because of like family connections or whatever. But yeah, just not had any back yet. No, apparently not. Anecdotally, it's. I mean, it's not 100% that, but there's certainly an imbalance there. There's not, and I don't think there's as much promotion that probably happens by any of the kind of like tourism authorities in England, really, for the Northwest and for Manchester to really push it over in the States to get people over. Hopefully we'll see some back soon, but again, it's just Boeing's in such a mess, and the supply of aircraft is so stretched that a lot of the carriers, I mean, you look at American, particularly, and what was Continental United, they traditionally pretty much always operated either a 757 or a 767 out of Manchester. And those aircraft are really old now, because Boeing decided not to build replacement. The replacement for that was going to be the MAX 10. It doesn't have the range of 757 anyway. And well, they are, but the problem that airlines are having is it's a question of, well, do you just not operate the routes, or do you just take whatever aircraft we've got? Because the demand is there, the capacity is short though. That's what's kind of pushing airfares up. And that's why loads of airlines like Lufthansa, British Airways, they're committed to retiring the A380. They're using it because they just don't have the capacity they need in the fleets. No, because you had that whole period of Boeing not being able to deliver MAX aircraft because they were a mess. They've not got the MAX 10 certified yet. That doesn't look like it's going to be years before that happens. I mean, there's talk of it not happening at all as well, because it sounds like the American regulators, the FAA, are really pushing for it to have a completely different type rating. That just blows out all the economics of having that plane part of your 737 fleet. It'll be treated as a plane. But that's Boeing cutting corners, unfortunately. Yeah, it is. Yeah, off to Lanzarote. They'll be nice and warm in a couple of hours. Oh. Oh, this is that's the standard Apple one. Yeah, Magic Keyboard. Yeah. No, they're really good. Really solid.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Apple. Yeah, so much easier. I mean, it's, to be honest, these now, like iPad Pros, they're like, I don't know why people, I mean, I don't even have a laptop or anything anymore. I just use this all the time. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. No, it's not off Amazon, no. Hello to everybody watching. We've got a few people, 4 concurrent viewers at the moment, joining us for our very cold live stream from Manchester Airport. I've just been waffling on about all sorts of operations around Manchester. Apologies if you've only heard my side of the conversation. I'm chatting with a friendly gentleman that's come over to have a look at what we're doing and have a chat with us. If any of you are ever here at Southside and you see us here, please come over and have a chat. So what have we got next? We've got this get to JZHW. Don't think we've been on that one. This is going to Bodrum in Turkey. So yeah, JZHW. That's a 7-year-old 737-800. Part of the order that Jet2 placed for 737-800s. They got a massive discount for getting some of the last planes of the 800 series before Boeing switched that production off for the MAX. All of these aircraft are receiving scimitar winglets as well. All of Jet2's 737-800s. I think there's around we've got about 10 of them done so far. They only started about a month ago doing that. The winglets on these are just the usual ones that come. I don't think they actually come standard. They are actually an option with Boeing, but they are the Boeing fitted ones they use to the aircraft. they'll be taken off, and they'll have the winglets fitted that pretty much look like the ones that are on the Max series over the coming months, and that'll just help with fuel efficiency. I think it takes another 2 to 5% off the fuel burn or something. So it's definitely worth it for the distances that Jet2 fly their planes. After that, we've got a little Logan R ATR 72-600 waiting. I'm going to have to learn my holding points from the charts, see if I can get them up. It's been a while. Yeah. Victor Alpha, that's that. Victor Alpha 1, I think. That's the holding point. Our little TAP Air Portugal Embraer 195 coming in from Lisbon. Here we go.
Heavy luggage on that plane.
Yeah, it's definitely warmer in Bodrum. This is off to the Isle of Man. This little... I don't know. 50 minutes. Yeah. Well, that's the schedule, but probably less. On all yeah. So most of the different if not,
Take care. Hello everybody, I think we're back.
Okay. I think we're sorted now.
Oh, it's got cold. Alright, who have we got going out?
Okay, what have we got going on? So, we've got this jet just taxiing out. That's heading off to Amsterdam. That's flight 2165. 14-year-old A320 Classic. Yeah, sorry for the disruption in the stream there. We're just disruption, portmanteau. We had a slight issue with a battery level on the laptop, and it started throttling the processor, and then it couldn't cope with the stream, and yeah, it was a whole thing for 5 or 10 minutes. Sorry about that. We will try and do much better. Much better. Yeah, this little EasyJet just popping over to Amsterdam. Got to hop over there. I didn't even see that one. Didn't even see that Finnair land. Oh, was it? It still delayed the stream then. Crumbs. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got coming up.
KLM, I think. For landing.
Yeah, sorry. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we got a KLM just over the threshold now. Little Embraer 195 coming in from Amsterdam. That's PHNXI. Little fairly new 2-year-old Embraer.
Looks like it's got a little.
Yeah, I like the new KLM livery. I think it looks better on the 737-800s, but yeah, I know what you mean. It does. It looks like a smiling whale or something, doesn't it?
I was gonna say a
Dolphin.
yeah.
Yeah, dolphin. Dolphin's better. Just lining up now on 23 left. We have Ryanair going to flight 9058 going to Almeria. So just on approach at the moment, we've got a Sun Express 737-800. That should be followed by an EasyJet A320. After that, we've got a Huey, another Ryanair, Logan Air, the Lufthansa. Pretty chilly here in Manchester. Oh, it's especially chilly when you're both stood in the wind.
My flight t-shirt, flight jacket. It's gold. Hello to everyone watching. Say hi if you haven't already in the chat. Hit the like button, liking the footage. Subscribe if you are new. Hello to everyone. Hello Jacob Witty27. Yes, Rob has a sim.
Hey, it's me that has a go at those. So here's the Sun Express 737-800. Yeah, I've talking about flight sims. So have you? I mean, I remember years ago getting the original first flight simulator that was kind of popular in the 90s. I think it was. I think I was running on a Windows 95 machine in the mid 90s. Flight Simulator 5.1, I think it was. Going back very many years there. I've always enjoyed playing them. The thing I kind of struggle with them is I'm like a realism person with them, so I like to do it exactly as you're supposed to. So it just takes a lot of effort to learn everything. And yeah, I got a decent way into doing that probably about a year or so ago, and then got distracted with other things and haven't got quite back into the latest Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Despite what some recent comments and some other videos have said, our footage is not from a simulator.
Yeah, no, it's just filmed in 8K.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a compliment or an insult, but yeah, either way, no, all footage is shot in real life.
Yeah.
All our footage, we film everything.
I think what it is sometimes is because it's so detailed, because it picks up all the heat haze coming out of the end from the exhaust coming out of the engines, that it almost looks like it's simulated, but it's not. It definitely isn't. 8K footage downscaled to 4K, something like that. Am I right? Am I saying that right? Yeah. So just arriving here's EasyJet 2142 from Antalya, Turkey. A320 Classic, 10-year-old, the EZWI.
I'm telling ya, I should be on this flight. I'm telling ya.
I put some gloves on before because it's absolutely freezing. And I think my hands feel colder wearing the gloves. Restricted the blood flow.
Got another one arriving shortly.
Yeah, so just behind that, EasyJet coming up. This is the Chewy coming in from Heraklion on Crete. A 737-800. Customer code K5, so I think that's Hapag Lloyd, so that's one of the German purchased by the German arm of Chewy back in the day. So the TAWA, this is a 12-year-old aircraft just touching down. That must have been empty to go up that quick.
It's not very early.
I mean, it barely got to the glide slope array. That's crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, so that Ryanair, that was flight 2626 off to Ibiza. 17-year-old 737-800. Just on approach now, just coming up to Shannon Moss Road at the end of the runway. We've got this Loganair Embraer 145. 24-year-old plane, this GSAJI, operating flight 26 from Newquay.
Kept his nose gear up for a while.
Ooh. Like it's hiding.
Yeah.
Like a shark.
The bird that just flew in front of the camera just had the flap of the wings on this mic. It's amazing. Oh, it's nice having a new toy. I'm gonna park it there for a second, get a drink.
Comfort break for you. Have a go with those gloves if you think they're going to help, but
I'm taking them off.
yeah, well, because my hands were in gloves and they were still cold, so I figured they weren't really doing anything. So just coming over the threshold here, we have Ryanair flight 3544 coming in from Nantes in France. Sorry, I should pronounce the S's. Nantes. 737-800, 13-year-old plane on the Irish register.
Seem to be very loud thrusters today, I'm guessing because the wind's blowing directly at them, they don't really need it.
Yeah, I guess because the wind's a little bit stronger. I mean, it's not mega, but it will be enough so that we just don't hear that much of it either. So coming up next, just over Cheadle at the moment, is a Lufthansa A320 Classic 9-year-old plane, the AIUK, coming in from Munich, operating flight 2502. Jacob's a fan of the video quality, Thierry.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
I can't
Do my
claim
best.
any credit for any of the technical stuff, aside from the Ethernet cable and the 5G router. That's the limit of my input. Here's Lufty. Oh, it's got your favourite thrust reversers as well.
Yeah.
Iron Man
Fuck, they're
thrust
fine.
reversers. And the classic Lufthansa livery there. I thought they'd repainted most of the planes now. I was almost thinking it was a retro jet for a second there, but I don't think they have actually managed to get through them all just yet. So we've got a steady stream of arrivals coming up for you now into Manchester. Arrivals today on 23 right, takeoffs on 23 left. That's going to be pretty standard throughout the summer season now, believe it or not, even though it's 12 degrees, this is now the summer season. So on a Sunday we will see So on a Sunday we will see dual runway operation until I think 8 o'clock at night. So yeah, we'll be able to see planes taking off right in front of us till 8 o'clock. So just taxiing out here is Aer Lingus Regional. There's a 10-year-old ATR 72, just doing a quick hop over to Dublin.
Scooter's coming back. Well, sorry everyone, I'm sure you want to hear a plane rather than a scooter, but there we go.
Yeah, if you're wondering what the sound is, it's not a massive bumblebee, it's a petrol-powered scooter going past. So here we go with the prop. As usual, up nice and quick. So just on final here is Ryanair flight 7547 coming in from Poznan. This is a 1-year-old Max 8 200. So coming up on arrivals, we have a Sun Express Max 8, followed by an Iberia Express A320 Classic, an EasyJet A320 coming in, Ryanair UK 737, and then another Lufthansa coming in from Frankfurt, A321neo. Hiya. Okay, so Sun Express Max 8 from Antalya in Turkey, operating flight 594, fairly new aircraft, just delivered in October of last year. Hi to everybody watching. Thank you for joining us on this. Oh, it's not overcast, but there's many layers of cloud at different levels. Oh,
Sorry about that. We muted the mic whilst they were driving the scooter around because it's quite loud.
yeah, so proper chilly. Sat at the side of runway 23 left in Manchester. The wind is coming straight down the strip though, 250 degrees at 14 knots. That's just under 20 miles per hour, 17, 18 miles per hour. Here we've got Iberia Express coming in from Madrid. This is a 10-year-old Airbus A320, touching down now. So coming up behind the Iberia Express, we've got EasyJet coming in from Dalaman in Turkey, flight 2144, the 9-year-old Airbus A320 GZOF. So we managed to catch the A380 departing today. It was 2 hours late going. It didn't leave here until 4 o'clock, probably because of all the stuff going on in the Middle East overnight and at the moment, causing aircraft to have to divert around Iraq and Israel and Jordan instead of overflying them. Here's the EasyJet from Dalaman. So one of the consequences of that conflict overnight is Qantas have had to suspend their direct flights from Perth to Heathrow. They were operating, I think it was an A350, on what is one of the longest flights operated direct point to point in the world. But because of the extra distance they need to fly, they can't do it to get around the area. Next to land on 23 right, we've got Ryanair flight 8491 coming in from Londonderry. This is a 737-800 GRUKI, 18-year-old aircraft. That just dashing across 23 right now is an A320neo of EasyJet. This one is operating flight 2187 out to Geneva. It's a brand new aircraft, this, February 24. GUZLV. So for those of you who are maybe not familiar with Manchester Airport, we're next to the pretty much the threshold of runway 23 left. Landing aircraft on 23 right today, departing aircraft on 23 left through to 8 o'clock summertime. Manchester's runway configuration is the two parallel runways, but they're slightly offset by about I think it's around about a third of the runways. The runway, each one overlaps each other. So when in the 90s, when the company that runs the airport was looking to build the second runway, it wasn't possible to place the runway so that they were exactly in line, parallel, like at Heathrow and like at any other airports where they've got runways pointing in the same direction. So here we have Lufthansa flight 946. That's coming from Frankfurt. It's an Airbus A321neo. 2 years old, DAI. I think he's got a name on it, but I can't quite. I still can't read that. I need a monocle to read that, I think. Hello to everybody watching, thank you for joining us.
If you are new here, you subscribe to the channel. Got lots of great videos, shorts, and yeah, few live streams. But this is probably our longest, I think. And yeah, hit the like button. Let us know if you're enjoying footage, the audio, names, obviously. And yeah. If you want to warm us up, you could buy us a coffee as well. QR code popping up shortly. Be much appreciated. But yeah, otherwise, say hi and hit the like button.
Has anybody got any favourite airline liveries at the moment? Anything that's a particular favourite for you? I think I'd struggle to actually. No, I think it's got to be Scandinavian. I just love how clean it is.
Yeah, it was quite nice. That one. My isn't really an airline, I suppose, but it's that little yellow rocket we saw in Fuerteventura, like a emergency plane, I think. It's cool.
I don't know what that was. Tell you what, I wish that high cloud would go away so we at least got some heat from the sun. My hands are like ice. That was a 737-800 heading off to Bratislava, operating flight Ryanair flight 34.
Brick. Come on, son.
I can feel a little bit of heat. I feel like I could almost like jog on the spot to go home.
It's quite crazy just how cool it is.
Yeah, so every time we get ready to come and do this, I'm always like thinking about putting some warm clothes on, and then look out and I think, oh, it's nice and sunny, it'll be lovely, it'll be fine, I don't need to wrap up too much, I don't want to be roasting, and then it's freezing. Absolutely freezing. So Jet 2 737-800 JZDD just positioned in from Glasgow, the 13-year-old plane. That's not operating an actual fare paying flight, that's just moving the aircraft around.
Is your new favourite livery?
Yeah. Yeah, we have. Scandinavian coming in from Oslo, A320neo, SERUB. I'd definitely rub that plane just to warm my hands at the moment. That's a terrible joke. Yeah, 3-year-old plane, operating flight 4609 from Oslo. Behind that, we've got an EasyJet coming in from Paris, Charles de Gaulle. Another EasyJet coming in from Paris, Orly behind that. And another one from the Isle of Man. I think we watched that one go out not so long ago.
So this is the EasyJet about come in. Rob is currently a sandwich. Gone quiet. It's an Airbus A320 coming in from Charles de Gaulle in Paris. Taking a while to slow down.
Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Just had a little bit of a weird internet connection issue, but I think we're sorted. We're just swapping over batteries at the moment to make sure we don't run out of power, so we can stick around for a little bit longer yet. Yeah, actually, there has been absolutely nothing happening for the past 10 minutes, or 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, so you're missing out. Let me get my iPad connected. Get this connected and then we'll have a look at what's coming up.
We've got a Logan Air going to Aberdeen in Bright Air.
Right, okay, so yeah, so we got this little Logan Air heading off out. We've not long watched this arrive actually. Embraer 145, this is GSAJI. Yeah, it's giving way to Lufty in the classic Lufthansa livery. Lufty is heading back out to Munich. Hi to everybody watching, thank you for sticking with us, especially through those technical hitches just then. Great to have you with us, watching the planes coming in and out of Manchester this afternoon. So just behind the Logan Air, there's the KLM Embraer 195 that we saw come in not too long ago, just taxiing out as well. Just on short final now is a little business jet, Embraer Praetor 600, running from Girona. Big seagulls over the runway there. So Logan Air heading out to Aberdeen. So nobody's confessed yet to having a favourite livery. I think mine was SAS. I know Thierry likes the KLM one because it looks like the plane's smiling. So just touching down now on 23 right is the EasyJet flight 706 from Belfast.
Talking of KLM.
Yep.
Oh.
It's smile. So Jacob's favourites are the Brussels Airlines special liveries. I think we saw one of them the other week.
Oh, like the polka dots.
Yeah, but I'm sure we saw one of the special ones though.
Oh,
yeah, Tintin was one of them. Yeah.
Brussels?
Obviously, Tintin being Belgian. So this Embraer 195 just heading back over to Amsterdam. Short hop over there, about half an hour or so. The HNXI, 2-year-old aircraft operating KLM 1036. Those engines sounded amazing then. Lined up and ready to go, 737-800 operating Ryanair flight 559 over to Dublin. This 13-year-old aircraft, EIE-EB. KLM's just starting its turn now. The Ryanair should be off. Here we go. So just touching down on 23 right, this is Swiss A320 Neo coming in from Zurich, the 2-year-old aircraft operating flight 0, HBJDF. It's the first one today we've heard the thrust reversers properly. I don't know whether that's because the wind's died down a little bit or because they put a bit of power on. Possibly. Oh, Iceland Air 757. Yeah, that is a good livery. Do you mean the one with the Aurora Borealis livery? That looks really good. Still can't remember what that yellow one was at Forteventura you mentioned. Forgot.
So it was like a little rocket plane. It was an ambulance picking someone up, take them to Germany. It was only a small little jet, but it was like completely yellow.
I'll have to have a look, Luke, through the clips.
Check out the Forteventura video 4 weeks ago. Well, about a month ago now.
Yeah, 2nd of March that was, I think. It was a little bit warmer in Forteventura. That nearly rhymed. But the downside of Forteventura was Everything was covered in dust and sand. Absolutely everything. The car looked like it had been driven through sand dunes by the time I returned it to the higher place. Okay, so what have we got coming up here? Just touching down is another Jet 2 just positioning in from London Gatwick. This is a 24-year-old 737-800 G EDFX. Don't think we've been on this one either. So it's not a fare paying flight. He's just coming back in from London Gatwick. EasyJet just on the roll now. Using a fair bit of the runway, that one. That was flight 2211, heading off to Porto, and a 10-year-old A320 GZWI. Just taxiing out now, we have a couple of planes. We've got GEZTV heading off to Amsterdam. Jet operating flight 2179, 14-year-old A320 Classic. I think they're going to be first to go. Hi everybody in the chat, thanks for joining, thanks for watching. It's a chilly Sunday afternoon in Manchester. We're just next to the threshold of runway 23 left at Manchester. Arrivals on 23 right today, departures on 23 left. Although Manchester has 2 runways, they pretty much have to, the landing aircraft has to touch down before the departing aircraft can take off. So even though we've got both runways in operation through till around about 8 o'clock tonight, yeah, it's only really like having 1.5 runway. That's the benefit. So behind this EasyJet, we have a Ryanair going off to Palma de Mallorca. Another Ryanair going off to Oslo. Well, so we're talking about liveries that we liked before. I mentioned SAS, really nice and clean. But be remiss of me not to mention Condor's liveries. The stripy ones, I think they're amazing, especially on the 757-300s. They make them look huge, like a big slinky. But then again, it's a 757, so, you know, I absolutely love those aircraft. I'm going to be so sorry when they're not operated anymore. Not sure who's going first here. EasyJet's lined up. So as that EasyJet departed, just before it, we had Ryanair come in from Milan. The next Ryanair just lining up now from holding point Victor Alpha 1 is off to Palma de Mallorca, 737 MAX 8-200. The one-year-old aircraft, EIGE. So next up, just lined up from Victor Alpha 2, Ryanair off to Oslo. So we've got Iberia that's just lined up from Tango 1, heading back to Madrid. There's an A320 Classics, 10 years old, ECLYE, operating flight 363.